Well, here we go. I'm looking at some notes here, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I started my adventure in Africa. Um, First part is how Glenn was able to get us there and make his project. This is Glenn's project to go and do this gold dredging. He got all the permits, went to Liberia and got the permits from them, but then he needed some backing, and so the backing was a big part. So he asked me, he said, hey, let's go on a road trip. I said, okay, sounds good. Where we're going? We're going to go to Reno, to the gambling section up there. I think it was called the Stardust or the Golden Star or something. But I'd recognized the casino. And he said, you and I are going up there. I'm going to try to get them to invest in us. And if they do, that's great. I have other people I'm talking to, but this is just one of the group. I said, okay, let's go. So we went up there. And these people were all dressed up. I certainly was like this. I mean, a t-shirt or something. I don't know. Glenn didn't say you had to be anything different. And we're talking. I'm listening to Glenn. I was very impressed. Glenn really was telling the story of why he needs a certain amount of money and that they should invest in him. Well, when we're all done, they said, you know what? Here's what we can do today, at least. We'll write you a check and you cash it today for $50 million. We like what you're saying. We already know where you're going to. We know there's gold there. That sounds great. Glenn goes, oh, okay. So what are the boundaries and what do you want out of this? Because anyway, so they said, well, what we want is we will give you that 50 million, but from the time you start until you're done, we want 10% of whatever you bring in below what is being offered on the market. The market says it's worth $500 an ounce or something. So we want 10% less than that for everything. And Glenn goes, well, that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get somebody to invest. You tell me a number you have, and I pay you back because I'm making a lot of money. I'll pay you back at interest, whatever it is. That's what I'm trying to do. But I don't want to do something that ties me into something for forever, actually, basically. And you're making that much money for the next 100 years. And they go, well, we understand what you're saying, but we will literally, and they take the checkbook out, we can write you that check right now. And you're going to make money because you're obviously getting this for the work that you put into it, but also it'll just be 10% less. And Glenn goes, no, I'm not doing that. Really? Yeah, really. I know what I have here. I have an investment that's going to make me a lot of money. Could make you money too, because you get interest off of how you've lent this to me. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is what we're offering, and you get back to us, because I think it's a great deal. And he says, well, I don't have to get back to you. The answer is no. I'm not doing that. If you want to lend us $50 million and give me a percentage that you want back from that, I'll do that. He goes, oh, okay. So he said, you get back to me if that's something you want to do. But other than that, I don't want to do what you've offered. And so we left. And so I was impressed. Nobody that I know is getting that check for $50 million. I still don't know anybody that's getting that. And so he was very strong about it, and he had a good idea. And so we left. It turned out that at some point, he got people to invest. And so I will only tell you that partway through this venture, there was a Dutch billionaire that was one of the financiers and said, yeah, no, I like it. This is what I want to do. I'll do what you say. He let Glenn draw up the plan. Whatever this guy said or Glenn wanted, he was going to get. So he said, but one thing. I've got an 18-year-old daughter. She wants to do some adventures. She wants to go to Africa. And so I'm going to send her over there, and I want you to take care of her while she's there. Oh, yeah, no problem. And so that's one of the deal. So that was part of how we got finances by this Dutch billionaire. And I thought that was, to me, how cool is that? So let's go do it. Trying to look at that was the road trip. Let me see where I'm on my notes here. Number 2 is today's 4th of July. And so on 4th of July, 1985, my boss at that time, because Glenn had brought me over to work in the casinos, nothing to do with him, just that he knew me and he vouched for me, and they wanted somebody they could trust, because we're dealing with a lot of money. And so my boss Al took us all out to dinner at El Mason, which is in Monrovia, the capital city. And so while I'm there, everywhere you go, they call it Liberian time. If I order something, you might as well go to the movies or almost and come back and here's your food. But I said, hey, let me go up to the roof. I know you got a 3-story thing here. Let me go up and I want to go look over the city. So I go up there and I get to a certain point. I'm looking around going, wow, this is a great view. And I look and I see something in the corner. Nothing else is up there. Just something bundled up in the corner. I go to the corner, and of course, curiosity killed the cat. It probably is going to kill me at some point. But I pick this thing up and I unravel it. It's a U.S. president's flag with a seal on it. So whenever you watch any president speaking, on one side is the American flag, the other side is this dark blue flag with the seal. And I open it up and go, oh wow, what the hell is this? So I look around, nobody's up there, but I bring it down and I show it to the owner of the restaurant. And of course, we're in good standing. We are one of the biggest players financially in all of Monrovia because we have the casino, we have all this stuff. So they like us. We're having lunch there. I say, hey, I found this flag. The guy looks at me and goes, wow. Now, what's an American president's flag doing on your box? I didn't say that. I said, so, I mean, I just wanted to show you. No, I don't want that. No. If you want it, you can have it. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll take it. No problem. So what we did is we set it up. The guy came out and he strung it up above our table. So here we are, all these people from actually all around the world, but a number of us were from the U.S., with the American flag on the 4th of July, having lunch. So to me, that was very cool. It was surreal to even know that I'm in a third world country and somehow I've got the president's flag above me, and it's 4th of July. So that was number 2. I'm trying to follow my notes here. 3. So what I did when I was there, so I still have that flag. So I still have it. I had it up in all the places I've lived. I don't have it up here yet, but it's in my storage. So it's a great flag. But my guess is, however that flag ended up there, this is not a flag that he's supposed to have. I don't know that anybody is. I think you can order them online. Back in 1985, there's no online, let's go order a presidential flag. This is something that I believe probably one of our presidents had come to this country, gone into, and said, let's take you out to lunch or dinner or whatever they do. And it's a really cool, it's a 5-star restaurant. Outside, it looks like you're in the hood or something. Go in, and it's beautiful. And so it was nice. But I have a feeling that when he saw me that I found that, hey, you want that flag? You can have it, because I don't want anybody to know I have it. And I don't even understand why it was crumpled up in the wall in the corner of so that's another story. So, but anyway, so what I did while I was there, to start out, is actually try to find what the whole area that I'm involved with is all about. So there was different people there. Because I was brand new, I couldn't drive. and they were making me a driver's license. And so you'll have a driver's license. It won't be here for a week. Don't drive until a week. I said, okay. And I did show up a week later. It said I was 5'6", with dark hair. Now, of course, I get gray hair now, but I never had dark hair. I've always been 6 foot. So this is just somebody going, you need a driver's license? Here you go. Here. Now you're legal. Go do that. So can't drive. And we got a call over our radios. One of the people I worked with was in a motorcycle accident. A younger kid, and when I say kid, I mean because he was younger than me, and he was in the emergency room, and we needed to rush money to him so that they would take good care of him. So that's how that system works. We had money, plenty of money, no problem. Nobody could drive. I go, Jesus Christ, give me the keys. And so we drive up, and we're heading there. I'm speeding there, of course, with a bag of money or whatever. And there's a checkpoint. I go, you got to be fucking kidding me. Okay, excuse me, but I can't. I've been in the country for less than a week, and so I'm real nervous anyway. And even though I'm doing what I think is right, so I come up to this checkpoint. They've all got guns. They've all got hey, okay, stop. You're going to stop here. I drive up slowly, and as soon as I get to them, boom, I hit the gas. I speed away, and they all freak out. And I think maybe there were some shots in the air. I hope they weren't shooting at us. I don't know. I didn't look back. But I kept going until I got to that hospital. They never caught up to us. They never did anything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my friend was in bad condition. But because we showed up, and they said, oh, you're willing to pay for anything? Anything. Okay, well, we're going to take good care of this person. Yeah, I bet you will. So I thought that was pretty good. My notes aren't as good as they could be. They're great, but they just, there's too many, and I kind of put them in a funny order here. So Glenn's there before he leaves, and I'll never see him again, or not for a long time. And he says, hey, you want to go to the movies? I go, what are you talking about? And this is a third world country. I don't see anything like a movie going on anywhere. So no, right down the street here. Jamaican Road, they call it. Okay, let's go down there. We go down, and it's somebody that's kind of looking around going, he's hiding something. Come on in. We come in. I can't remember the name of the movie now, but it's something I wouldn't mind watching. And it comes on, and the first thing it says is, you cannot show this movie because it's protected by the FBI or whatever, right? And Glenn kind of taps and goes, stand up and tell me you're FBI right now. Stand up. I go, I've been here a week, okay? I'm not standing up. I've already run a checkpoint, whatever. So I don't, but we're watching this movie, and all of a sudden I get this, ow, something bit me. What the hell's that? Glenn, what the hell was that? I don't say anything. But of course the lights are out. I get another bite, and these are painful bites. I go, what in the hell? He goes, I'm not getting bit. I said, that's fine. These things are like somebody's taking a knife to my arm. I said, okay. Anyway, so a certain period of time goes by. We watched the movie. I think we ended the thing and we left. A week later, my arm is swelling up and doing whatever. I had the doctor. He goes, oh, geez, yeah, you got bitten by something or whatever. Yeah, that's what it felt like. 2 weeks later, larvae starts coming out of these wounds. Whatever had bitten me had laid its eggs in me. And okay, I don't know. I've only been here a week or 2 weeks now, and hadn't got malaria yet. I'm going to get malaria 4 times. This was I guess what I'm saying is a warning sign. Boy, I wish I had done a better job of putting these things together. Anyway, I had a person that said, okay, wait, let's go. Oh, here's number 5. Sacrifice Hall. Now, Sacrifice Hall was actually a beautiful building with a picture, not a picture, a thing of the world on top, because it was basically the UN building, and it was abandoned completely. And so people say that's called Sacrifice Hall. Why they call that? So people get sacrificed there. I go, and I'd heard that there's different tribes that do that kind of stuff. I said, okay, well, shouldn't go there, I guess. But somebody comes to me and says, hey, you want to go to Sacrifice Hall? Why? It's cool. You go to the top, you look out, it's beautiful. I go, okay, well, did they sacrifice people? I think that's a rumor. Okay, you think that's a rumor? Okay, good. Well, let's go with that, right? Because that must be right. I don't know. Anyway, we go there, and because I like adventure, I want to learn and see new things. We go in and we start going up, and it's like 5 stories. And we go up a stairwell, no lights, no electricity, nothing. And each time we get to a certain area, you see people cooking and doing different things, looking at us like, okay, why is anybody in here? We get to the very top floor, the 5th floor, the very top floor, and next thing I'm gonna do is go out on the place where here's the world that I looked at. I can look over the whole city. I think it was kind of cool. When I get there, there's a saying on the wall that says, "Who will we eat tonight?" And there was a pair of boots underneath it. I don't remember who brought me up there. Seemed like a nice person. I said, what the hell does that mean? He goes, it doesn't sound good. I said, no, it doesn't sound good. Have you ever been here before? I've never been this far up before. Okay, there you go. Why am I having you take me up here then? So we go out on the roof, and I still wanted to see the roof. I went around, looked around, and I came back, and a group of people started walking towards us. They didn't realize we were up there, whatever it was. Yeah, we ran as fast as you can, down the stairway, 5 stairs, boom, 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 get the hell out of here. So I got pictures of what it looks like. You know, this is one of those things where I could even, you know, if I was better at this, I could say, oh, wait, here's a picture of Sacrifice Hall. I got all the pictures of that stuff. I'm not going to put it on my video because I'm not that technically challenged, let's put it that way. Which I thought was pretty cool. So, Sacrifice Hall, Pillar of Fire. So what I'm actually doing is I'm going out and seeing other areas besides just the city. And so I decide I have a motorcycle. I'm going to look around, and I'm going to go out. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to take old maps that I have found, and went to the library and said, well, you're not going to get maps better than this, but they're 100 years old. Okay. I wanted to go out and see what the country looked like. And I really wanted to kind of document the fact that there's waterfalls everywhere. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to come back here as a guide and show people this stuff? And it still is kind of a cool idea, because I found all these waterfalls that nobody knows about, and they're beautiful. So anyway, I go out, traveling what they call the waterway or the ocean way or whatever, water road. You're really just following a trail along the beach, and it's as big as a motorcycle can go on. So it's a foot trail. And I keep going and going and going. And I know there's a river coming up. I go, okay, well, I don't know how I'm going to cross that, but I'm going to find out when I get there. But just before I get to the river, I actually see some American kids out in front on the street out there. I go, oh, what's going on here, guys? Oh, hey, how you doing? We're with the Pillar of Fire Church. It's right down here. I said, wow, okay, I didn't know that was here. It's not on my map. Okay, let's go down and see. So we go down there, and the guy is very nice. Come on in. Let me show you what's going on here. He said, it's called the Pillar of Fire. He said,